Hello everyone and welcome to the new episode in the ESL server tutorial. This episode we're going to look at templates and especially designing templates. Now, if we go to the ESL server software and open up the templates tab, these are the default templates that were installed during the installation in the first episode with regards to installation of ESL server software. Now, there's a lot to work through here, so let's actually start with a blank slate. Instead of using the folder templates for templates, we're going to use templates 2. And then we press apply, and as you can see, it's completely empty. Now, that is the first part. At the top left are the folder where the templates are being stored and the image output folder where the actual bitmap images that are rendered by the ESL server are stored before they're being sent to the ESLs. As I explained in the ESL basics, or rather the ESL concept tutorial, ESLs show images and the images are based on data from the database, but there's a missing link between the two, which are the templates. Now, we've been using the standard templates, but let's create one of our own. So, let's say we want a new template. We go to the designer, we say create a new template. And since I have a 750 on my desk and I want to show it with a new template, I'm going to choose the variant type EE750. I did that a bit fast. You can see all of the screen dimensions that Opticon offers are listed here. We're going to create a EE750 and we're going to call this one the new default. Press OK and we get a notification that the new default template has been created and that we shouldn't forget to enable it when we're done. So, after we have added the new one, you'll see there's a new one and the editor field has started. Now, this is the actual pixel perfect representation of how our ESL will look once we're done with the template. To the left of the designer, we have a box of tools that we can use. So, let's start with a rectangle at the top. It's click and drag on the field. You can move it around. You can make it wider, you can make it taller, or you can go to the top where it says we're now editing a rectangle and we say we want it to start at the specific X and Y coordinates. You can say I want to use this ESL in portrait mode or standard in landscape. We can change how big the preview is in order to do some very specific management of pixel perfect layouts. That's for the nitpicky ones. And we can also see the width and the height of the template. The EE750R uses a 650 by 384 pixel e-paper display. So let's say that that bar at the top needs to be as wide as the screen, but it doesn't have to be that tall, and we want it in black. If you change the size, right now we've got a solid black bar, but if we say I want a edge of only 1 pixel wide, or 2, or 3, and so on, you can use the rectangle for that as well. But I want it to be one massive black bar, so I'm going to choose size 0. Now, then I want to show some text on it, so I'm going to choose the text tool. As with the rectangle, I drag across the field, and now I have a text box that I can give content. So, at the top, I want to show the description of the item. Now, the description is called %3%, and now we can't see it because the text is in black. I say I want the text in red. Ah, now we see text, but it's only saying %3%. Well, that's because it's a placeholder. When we chose the content, we basically said, I want whatever is in the database under the name description to show up in this text bar. In order to aid you during designing, you can go to the middle section, press select product, and then choose a product to use as an example while you're designing your template. And after I did that, I see that the text is kind of small. So let's change the font. I'm going to choose Arial, but I'm going to choose a fat font or bold. It's in Dutch. And make it pretty big. Oh, wait, I made it too big. Well, we can either wrap, which means that it's going to place new lines in between each section once it gets too wide, or shrink to fit, which makes it all on one line. Now I don't want it lined up at the top, I want it centered. And I think we can make it a little bit wider. And there we go, that's more like it. Now just the description isn't enough, so I want the price. So let's take a new tool, the ellipse tool, and I want to show our customers the price in a big field in the middle. Again, as with the rectangle, you can change the size so that instead of a field of solid color, you can actually make it a outline. Well, I'm making it a solid color in red, and then I'm going to put white lettering with the price on top. So it's white lettering showing the sell price. Let's blow up the font again. There we go. Now, as you can see, it only shows the sell price and not the currency. Well, currency is %C%. Oh, but now it's only showing the currency. Yeah, I also want sell price, %6%. Well, what we can do is say I want both %C% and %6%. And now we have a compound showing both the currency symbol and the price. If you are used to placing the currency symbol behind the price, that's also possible. Now let's take a look at what we've designed. Well, it's not the most beautiful thing in the world, but it gets the job done. It conveys the message. So we're going to save this template. Then we are going to enable it as the new default template, and we press apply to actually go and use it. Now, if we go back to the ESL tab, everything went to red because there are no more templates to use, but one of them just turned dark green. Ah, there we go. That's the one that I have on my desk. That one is going to show us a new template design. And as you can see, the base station has sent the image data to the label. It's updating. And what was just a design a couple of seconds ago is already present on our label. Isn't that neat? Well, that is the basics of a template design, but I haven't shown every single option yet. So, we've done the arrow with which you can move around the items. We've done text boxes. We haven't done lines yet. Ah, let's get to that one. So, say we have a product that used to have an old price. This one has a sell price and an old price. So, let's put the old price to the top left, which was the standard price. Let's blow up the font again. Make it shrink to fit. And then we can say, yeah, but That's the old price. Like with the rectangle and the ellipse, we can change the size to say how thick the line should be. We can also flip it 90 degrees so that it is in a different direction. And once again, save that template. We also haven't looked at the barcode yet. Say we want to use hand scanners in our store for users to interact with the system. Well, we're going to draw a barcode, the content of that barcode, which is the barcode field from the database. Right now it's on its side, so we need to turn it on the line. We can change the symbology of the barcode, so you can use the EAN, you can say I want it as code 128, I want a QR code. Basically every single major barcode encoding system is in here. I'm going to stick to EAN and let's save it. Then below that is an image from file. With that, I can just draw a field on our display, and in your original templates file you'll find a folder called logos, and you'll get a couple of logos in there. So since the item is on sale, I'm going to use the wipe sale medium image, open it up. Ooh, it's kind of small. Let's go for the bigger one. Open that one up. That's more like it. And then below that is a timestamp with the last update. You probably won't use it that often on your templates. I mean, it's not that important for your customers to see when the last time was that your ESL updated, but it might be handy for some stores if you want to know exactly when the ESL updated for the last time, so that not only the ESL server is saying, hey, a label went offline, but also that your template itself is saying, this is the status that I was in 3 weeks ago. That should be a red flag if you want to use it. Just draw it on, and it gives a timestamp of the last time the image updated as text. So let's store it, apply it, and now ESL server noticed that there is a new template available for this type of screen. So the next time the ESL pulls, the base station will start sending image information, and just like before, what was only just a design in our minds is already being shown on the label. I just love seeing this. This is the best part about the ESLs, the responsiveness, the speed with which you can change everything around to your liking. Well, that covers the basics of the template design tool. In a following episode, we will talk about conditionals. Basically, what conditionals means is we now have a template that shows the old price and the new price. But what happens if the old price and the new price are the same? Then it would look to a customer like, we discounted this item with no discount at all. So this template we only want to use when there actually is a discount. We're going to cover that in the templates episode. We hope to see you there. If you have any questions remaining about the template design tool that I just showed you, feel free to contact Opticon. There is a support link in the description of this video. Thank you for watching. We hope to see you in the next episode.